What's happening, people? Cap's back in the house. Today we're making a mother soya prawn biryani for all you vegetarians out there. So let's get cracking. What I'm going to be doing is you need about a 1 cup masoor. Throw it in your water, let it boil. You need about 2 cups of rice, basmati rice. Knock it in there, or hundreds. You're gonna need about 3 to 4 potatoes, such. You're gonna need 2 onion, and you're gonna need some flavor. What I've done is I've thrown in my garam masala, my spices in there, my dry spices in my masoor. Right, so let's add a little bit more. I'm gonna add about 2 bay leaves in there. Add some star seeds in there, maybe 1 or 2. I'll put in some ilachi. There you go, just a couple. Now remember, all we're doing is we're just flavoring the masoor, right? I like to throw a little bit of dana jeera or jeera powder in there just to give it a little bit of a bite. And yeah, so now some cinnamon, knock it in there. That's done. Flavor your rice, right? Hundreds. Get your strainer ready, because you will need to strain your rice at some point. So yeah, so you got 2 of the components done. You need to now fucking have a sip of beer. So I'm fasting, so that's why I'm gonna have a non-alcoholic beer. It's 0, where everybody can see. Oh, good stuff. It gives you just the right amount of energy to move on. Of a Gordon Ramsay here, so sharpen your knife. Done. 2 onion. Now remember, we're gonna fry our onion, right? So what you wanna do is, you don't wanna be cutting your onion too thin. So your onion, you're gonna cut a little bit thick. And there's nothing stopping you from using spring onion, huh? I mean, oh, this onion is fucking strong, hitting my eyes, bro. Okay, so onions, done. So, done. You can buy about 300 grams of soya prawns or something, that should be fine. Your masoor, when you're gonna boil it for about maybe plus minus, I don't know, 1 hour or so. Get it nice and dry. Okay, so next step, peel your potatoes. So let me get the potato peeler. Just peel your potatoes. Now in a biryani, it depends on you, how you want to actually make it. Some people don't like using potatoes in a biryani, but I say fuck them, because potatoes are fucking murder in biryani, especially when they're absolutely soft. So now you don't want to use your fucking what's this thing called, your melting potatoes here. Otherwise your biryani is gonna become like a curry or like a stew. So finish peel. So now your potatoes are essentially done. So since we're making a veg biryani, which is soya prawns, you don't really need to, it's actually a quick process. A normal mutton biryani would take quite long. But yeah, soya prawn biryani, sharp game, brah, sharp game. So my rice is boiling, always check it. Check that you're not overcooking it. Make sure, don't forget to put salt. Huh? So you add a little bit of garam masala, a little bit of green masala in there, just to flavor that water a bit and to flavor that masoor. Because masoor is actually pretty fucking tasteless. So, you got all of that sorted out, you got your shit boiling. Tomatoes, get them washed. Now, here's your dilemma. You can either grate your tomatoes, right? Or you can cut them. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of tomato puree because I like the texture that the tomato puree gives. So you don't necessarily have to add in 2 tomatoes, you can add in maybe 1.5, but we play it by ear. So now all you do is double check it, give it like a stir. Slice them nice nice and fine. Or grate them. Up to you. Actually looking at this and I'm thinking that one tomato might actually be enough. So I'm only going to use one. So you fuckers, I got my dhania and mint already prepped and cut. That's going to go in at the end. You'll need some sour milk to lay it, but I'll show you guys step by step. So I hope you people like my channel. I'm doing it just for all you guys, all my subscribers, all my fans out there who love me. Caps in the house, baby. Cook evenly. Especially in a biryani. What's the worst fucking thing in a biryani, bro? Imagine eating that fucking, you got such a lucky biryani, you got some nice meat pieces, you got chicken pieces or prawns or whatever the case is. And then you check that fucking lacquer roast potato, you say to yourself, ah, that's always mine. But guess what? You bite into the fucking thing and it's hard. Hey, I can fucking steal somebody for that, bro. Really. Some fuckers like to add food coloring and they like to add all this other fucking shit. Hey, you really end up fucking up the chow, man, when you start adding too much of that fucking cuck. Good food with good flavor doesn't need no coloring at all. I don't hear who says when. That's the verdict. I got a small green pepper. Since I'm not cooking meat, just to give it a little bit of flavor and bite. So, and now I'm gonna get my pan out. Get it nice and hot. We're gonna be frying the potatoes. Guys, saffron. I add a little bit of saffron to the mixture. Oops, wrong way. While it's boiling, and I add some saffron to the oil. Give it a nice flavor. It's gonna crisp quite nicely actually. Can you hear that sizzle? That's what you actually want. Right guys, so half the battle's won. We got our potatoes frying on Madhurya. Have a look at it. See what I said, you don't need food coloring. Can you see the saffron gives it a natural tinge of yellow? I don't know if you can see from that angle, but you can see it. Give you a natural tinge of yellow. So you don't actually need food coloring. The oaks that are putting food coloring in their chow, hey, they're robbing you all. They're not putting saffron in it, right? So anyway, looking good. Oh, they're looking good. Look at that. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Be careful for that. Popla, popla! Diwali! Diwali's coming early, bruh. Whoops! Always happens with potatoes. Especially when you're frying them on a high heat. In your mixture, what you're gonna put is some sour milk. Smells good. Not off yet. So use your discretion and gauge how much of sour milk you want to put in. I put in a good layer of sour milk. But let me come back to this. Start with your mint and dhania mix. Drop your mint and dhania mix in there. Before I stir it, I'll bring it close to the camera to show yolks. Add your tomatoes in there and your green pepper that we cut. Alright. Your masalas. So always add in, we don't measure. Throw in your red. Throw in some yellow. Throw in some dana jeera in there. Now, important. Your cloves, your ilachi, fry them. I know you put in the masoor, but fry some also in your potato. some cinnamon. Now remember, we're using the same oil mixture that we got, right? Some starseed for the acid, some bay leaf, some cloves, some normal cloves. That's going to go in your onion mix. This is going to get mixed up nicely with your onion. Some jeera seeds, or some people can put somph. I don't know what's the other word for it. Fuck. Some black pepper seeds for some heat. Some curry leaf in there. Half in there in your oil. The other half in your mixture. Salt to taste, you fuckers. Add some salt in there. Some saffron in your mixture. Couple strands, about 6-7 strands is fine. Give your potatoes a lacquer mix there. Just test it, just poke it and see they still got a long way from being cooked. To flavor that potato, what you can do is you can add in your onion into the potato while the potato is frying. Right? Don't forget your mixture. What you gotta do? Add some fucking beer. Comes out nice. 2. Remember, that's why we only use 1 tomato, guys. And 3. I'm gonna actually put this fresh garlic in the onion and potato mix. So here it is right here. How mild does that look? You can just see that you're already starting to comprise the biryani. Alright? Leave that mixture. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to layer it just now. So once I fry the soya prawn, and you got to fucking taste your mixture. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Some bangers from Stangers. Hey, fuck, and I almost forgot. A shout out to my other Dhiren, which is my Guji bra Dhiren from that I know from campus. Oh, Dhiren Daya, like a shout out for you. All the best. I hope you and your crew are not gonna run and try and look for a laka soya biryani. You can you can try my recipe out tonight if you want to. But yeah, this is dedicated to you, my bro. Since it's the last week of fasting for us Guji members. Butter. Cut a few skillets of butter. Right, a few skillets of butter. Cut some of the masoor and put it in the rice. So we're gonna mix some masoor into the rice. Like yay. Because I want that flavor. I want that fucking flavor of the masoor in the biryani. And I think that's a mistake some of the fuckers make, is that they don't dry the masoor out. So what happens is, the flavor of that masoor doesn't soak into the entire biryani. I should actually skip the 1 or 2 steps. You do that, throw your rice in. And now you can see, this is starting to look like a biryani. Guys, there's nothing stopping you from putting a little bit of peas in there. Fuck, I wish you folks could fucking taste it. It's so good. And guys, this shout out of my number one fan Dhiren mustn't get upset because he knows he's my number one fan. Don't be upset that I gave the other Dhiren a shout out, right? I promise you, you're gonna get a lacquer fucking crab curry. Oh wait, you can even be my first guest on the show if you want to. How's that? You must let me know, bro. So now my potatoes are done, right? I'll take out my potatoes, put it one side. Soya prawns are gonna go in here on that high heat with that onion. There. Soya prawns. I'm gonna add absolutely no flavor to this at all. Nothing. No salt, no butter, no pepper, fuck all. Because the soya prawns has enough flavor and the flavor is already in the rice. Right, so now the soya prawns is basically fried. All you're gonna do is, you're gonna take it out and you're gonna drop them into your mixture. That's why I told you fuckers, don't spice it. So you do that to the soya prawns. And that's the last one in there. That's hundreds, that's in there. Just get those onions to brown a little bit more because that's gonna be your sort of garnish on the top, which you will see. Now your masoor, so it's like now you mix. All you do is you mix your soya prawns into it, as you can see. Hope you guys can see it. It's there, it's layered, quite nice. Do a taste test for salt. Good stuff. Take your potatoes and just drop them in here. Just like there. Fuck, this thing is still hot. Just like that. Any flavors in there. So this is how it looks. It's almost dried. Fuck, this masoor is taking forever to dry. Put too much fucking water here. Onion. You can see your onion browning. Gonna start layering the masoor on the pot. Because you must put a layer on the top. Now come in. There's the masoor. Can you see it? There's the masoor in the biryani. It's done. All I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my rice. So we got our layer, you got your masala layer, then you put your soya prawns, then you mix it into your layer, you put the potatoes, then you throw the masoor on top, and then you just throw your rice mixture that we spoke about, that I mixed with a little bit of masoor. Just like that there. No, that's your onion, nice and brown. You're gonna take your onion and you're just gonna sprinkle it on the top. I'll even it out now. And guys, no fuck around, your biryani is done. Leave it there. And then you're done and you just cover up, take it. Back on me. Open a beer, a non-alcoholic beer on a fasting day. Yeah, and so, if you want to, you can also add a little bit froth just at the top, just for some flavor, and to piss a couple of aunties off. That's good. That's done. Take it, slap him in the oven, preheated 180. And you are essentially done. I'll do a taste test, you fuckers. This is Captain Rana, over and fucking out. So guys, thank you for all the support. 107 subscribers in 2 weeks is fucking spectacular. I hope I'm growing. I hope I'm keeping you entertained. There's only one captain in the world, and I love sharing power, baby. Hi guys. So, biryani's done. About 45 minutes to an hour in the oven. Let's have a look at that, baby. How's that steam that just went out? Just check. Oh, looking absolutely mother. I'm gonna get the spoon out. Let's check it out. Whoops. Oh yeah, look at that. So now people, the taste test. I had to go and have a change of clothes because all the oil and shit was spilling over me. But anyway, fuck all of that. Oh, this thing is piping hot. Let's get a little bit of roasted potato in there. Some soya prawn, some onion. I can't use my fingers because fuck, this thing is pipers. Wow. That is fucking mother. So, this is Captain Rana. You guys saw how I did it. So this is Captain Rana on Triple C, the Captain's Cooking Channel. Over and motherfucking out.